Either way, here we go. The Great Crisis of the Super Turtles. The Saint appears. So, the turtles are all given these things called mutastones by this like little fairy called Mew. It allows them to super mutate into muscle men that still kind of look like turtles, but their heads are a lot more human shaped, and they've got masks. You've seen them, so they turn into those guys, and they're more powerful. But it also turns out that Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady got their hands on some too, and so they turn into more powerful, super mutated versions of themselves as well. The Turtles actually defeated them by using the Turtle Saint. So they can all combine together after super mutating using the Mutastones into one ginormous silver turtle that is the Turtle Saint. And they become incredibly super powerful, and so they blew Shredder away. And that, my friends, is just the intro to the episode.
So what, from there?
It's like the turtles are like walking down the street, right? And they run into like Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady.
Yes.
Do
they super mutate then?
I think like Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady, they have like so like Krang has like the dark Mutacrystal, which is like the evil version of the Mutacrystal. But Krang like has it on the ship, and they have like a device where he can like trigger it remotely for them. And so they like run into the turtles, and they're like, "Okay, Krang, do it, and we'll go." And the turtles are kind of just watching amusedly, watching them struggle with it. And the turtles, by this point, you realize they're like pros with the mutation, and so they're just kind of like watching them transform, waiting before then they transform, and they like battle it out.
Yeah, and so like I think this is kind of a distraction while Krang is trying to awaken Dark Mew from inside the evil Mutacrystal, which will like destroy the universe.
Yeah.
She'll come and destroy the universe.
Yeah, it's like they need like however many minutes, or because it's a short amount of time, and so they're trying to like they're trying to distract the turtles while they do that. So the turtles do get distracted. Splinter though is walking with April, and Splinter's like, "Oh dang, I know what they're doing." Because I think Chris Mew, is it Chris Mew?
Yeah, that's the good one.
She warns like Splinter, like, "Hey, this is what's going down." So Splinter and April go into the sewers, and I think Krang is on like a spaceship, a space station. Did I hallucinate that part, or is it because they keep showing like the space shuttle? They keep showing the space shuttle, which I guess is just like astronauts watching what's going on Earth.
He's in the Technodrome.
Yeah, okay, he's in the Technodrome. The astronaut in the space shuttle is pretty much just comedic relief and is there to showcase the fact that the stars in the sky are disappearing. That is how Krang is bringing Dark Mew, freeing her from this crystal.
Yeah, she like eats stars.
Yeah, I forget. It's either that's what causes it, or that's a symptom of her being awakened or something.
I'm pretty sure he's destroying the stars, because at one point Shredder asks him, "Why don't you just destroy the planet Earth then? Why are you going around destroying all these stars?" And he's like, "Because I have the personality of a kitten." And
that's right.
Yeah, and so like as they're destroying stars, it's also slowly causing havoc on Earth, and I think that's where the astronauts come in, because they're like, "Wow, stuff's really going down on Earth."
Yeah, doesn't that cause like a tidal wave or
like a giant tidal wave and stuff? But so like as that's happening, Splinter realizes that. So him and April, they go into the sewers. I don't know how they get to Krang, but because they get to Krang like right away and like confront him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's like too late, because then the Dark Mew breaks out, and she's like a cute demon anime chick, right?
Right.
She's like Mew, but evil, like Chris Mew, but evil.
And then like they flood the city, and so like everyone's dead. By the way, like the turtles failed. At that point in the episode, it's like, what's going on?
Yeah, they glaze right over that. But so yeah, the Super Turtles and Splinter meet up on like a floating billboard basically, and the Technodrome pops up, and that's where Chris Mew comes from, and she shoots Shredder who's still super mutated, but this like makes him like super duper kaiju mutated. He's like big as buildings now, right?
And he has like a cool like extra dragony form.
Yeah, and he's shooting lasers everywhere, and like April's in the helicopter, kind of helping him out, and Splinter just like tanks one of these laser blasts and leaps to the helicopter. It's really cool. But then Donatello gets the idea to like kind of taunt Shredder around, and he gets on a building. He taunts Shredder. Shredder blasts through it, and the building falls on him, and that knocks them out.
Yeah, and then I mean, is it at that point then like Chris Mew steps in and she like I don't know the wrestling move, but she like gets it
in a full Nelson. She puts, Dark Mew in a full Nelson.
Yeah, because Dark Mew and Chris Mew go to space, right? And that's when the full Nelson happens. And I think Splinter's like,
on her.
Yeah, Splinter's like, obviously y'all can't fly to space, so you gotta summon Turtle Saint, fuse into one, and then fly into space. They do that. I'm trying to remember. They have like a hard time controlling it though.
Because like Chris Mew doesn't have enough power on her own to like, because she wants to trap Dark Mew back in the crystal, and they'll trap themselves together. But she doesn't have enough power, so like she tells the turtles they have to do their like super Omega attack thing, and the turtles are new at this, so they kind of like they have to really like get all their gumption together to like do like a sword blast thing. I had a special name.
Yeah, but it's only like their second time becoming the Saint, I think. It seems to be implied. So they're, like Cody said, still very new at it, but they do eventually do that, right? And so that's enough to kind of stun Dark Mew so that Chris Mew can trap both of them back in their Mutastone crystals. The turtles are picked up by that astronaut in space and brought back to Earth. But they've lost their Mutastone powers. That's kind of where it ends, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
See, that was an easy summary. That was great.
Yeah. I thought we did pretty. That was more fun than just doing it. Maybe we should just do this every time.
I don't know. I feel like
we'll let the people. We'll let the people decide.
Right.
Yeah.
We need your feedback.